Welcome back to Facebook Live. We are now moving into our next segment where we are going to be speaking with Tony Lee from the Financial Aid Department, and we thought this would be a good opportunity for parents to get a good overview of financial aid. This would be something that we would have covered during orientation. So I'm going to turn it over to Tony and let him talk, and then I'll pose some of the questions that parents have asked us through our online format.
Good evening. First, I want to talk a little bit about verification. Not all students are selected for verification, so let me make that clear up front. But if a student is selected for verification, then you will get an email, or you can even check your MyTribe to get this information to see what all. But your FAFSA may be selected for verification by the U.S. Department of Education. That's where they charge us with collecting documents to verify the information you entered in your FAFSA during the application process. Until you finish verification, your federal student aid cannot be awarded. Part of the verification documents required is the tax return transcript and not the taxpayer's copy as provided by the tax preparer. This is often a confusing process. If you need assistance, you can go to www.iccms student aid to get this information, what you actually will need, or log into your MyTribe. To see if you have documents that need to be submitted, you go to your MyTribe login, then go to Financial Aid, Eligibility, and Unsatisfied Requirements. It will show you the documents that we have to collect. Once you have all the documents ready, then they'll be submitted to the Financial Aid Office. These can be submitted in MyTribe by clicking on Upload Documents in the upper left corner of your screen. Be sure to pick Financial Aid from the drop-down menu. Also, be sure to pick the correct document types from the drop-down menu. This will route your paperwork to the right person for processing. It would help if you upload it as a PDF. You can download a document scanning app like Microsoft Lens from the App Store for free and save it to the files on your phone, and then you can upload them. A little bit about County Grant. The County Guaranteed Tuition Program will pay your tuition for 4 consecutive semesters, and that is not including the summer semester. The student must be a resident of Benton, Calhoun, Chickasaw, Itawamba, Lafayette, Lee, Monroe, or Pontotoc County. It is not based on your income. County grants currently cover tuition and the registration fee. Non-tuition relaxed expenses such as supplies, books, room and board, and other fees are not covered by the county grant. Any other federal, state, and scholarship aid awarded will apply first, and if the balance from these sources does not exceed tuition, then the county grant will fill the unmet gap. A student must enroll in 15 hours at Itawamba Community College for the semester immediately after high school graduation, with 2 exceptions. First, if entering the military upon leaving high school, you can begin when you return, but we'll also need a DD-214 to verify those dates of training. The second one is if a student graduates in December, then that student can come in January, or they can wait till August and after graduation and come. A little bit about scholarships. We have scholarships for valedictorian, salutatorian, scholarships based upon your ACT score, and career education scholarships if the student placed first, second, or third in a competition in a related field. And private donor or foundation scholarships, and all of our scholarship information can be found at www.iccms.edu/scholarships. Loans. Loans should be a last resort at a community college level. However, if a student needs to take out a loan, they are available to them. Go to www.iccms.edu under Financial Aid, then Financial Aid Forms. Click on the student loan checklist and follow those instructions inside. For more information on loan types, interest rates, etc., you can go to studentaid.gov and click on Understand Aid. The number of hours required for aid. Pell Grants are prorated based upon your enrollment. Loans require at least 6 hours. State aid, county grants, and ICC scholarships all require 15 hours per semester. You can find this information at iccms.edu under Financial Aid Home, then hours required for financial aid in the financial aid links on the right side of the screen. For federal aid, you must continue to meet satisfactory academic progress standards as detailed in our satisfactory academic progress policies. For most students, this means that you need to pass at least 2/3 of all classes that you have attempted, and you need to maintain at least a 2.0 cumulative GPA at all times. I advise you to read the policy and be familiar with satisfactory academic progress. For state aid, you can find the requirements for maintaining eligibility at msfinancialaid.org. For county grants, you must pass 15 hours each semester with at least a 2.0 GPA. For ICC scholarships, you must pass 15 hours each semester with at least a 2.0 GPA for competition scholarships and a 3.0 GPA for achievement scholarships. Cost of attendance is a term for your budget of direct and indirect costs that you might have while attending college. It basically sets up a maximum amount that your aid cannot go over. It includes tuition fees, room and board if you're in the dorm, rent or housing allowance if you live on your own or at home with your parents, travel to and from college, loan fees, iPads, and any other educational related expense. Some may ask, how much do I owe? The ICC app is the most convenient tool we have for viewing your information. You can view your charges and balance under My Business Account and your financial aid status and awards under My Financial Aid. Download the ICC app from the App Store on your smartphone. Log in with your MyTribe login and your password. If you're planning on buying an iPad in the bookstore, a limited number of iPads are available for purchase through your MyTribe account. If you have enough of financial aid available, you can order an iPad through your MyTribe and charge it against your financial aid. It will be delivered to the bookstore for pickup, and they'll contact you when it's ready. Now, we also get some questions about how aid works. At the 6-week mark, the financial aid office will take a census of your hours to recalculate your financial aid amount. It is very important that you not drop any classes prior to the 6-week mark. If you do, you could end up owing money to the business office. At the 10-week mark, we begin dispersing your financial aid to your student business account. Up until that point, your financial aid will work as a charge account. Depending on your type of aid, you may be able to charge tuition, fees, books, bookstore items, iPads, etc. to your aid. When we start dispersing the various types of aid, the business office will take anything you owe to ICC out of your aid and then refund the difference to you. We usually disperse scholarships and other non-federal aid 1 week, Pell Grants the week after, and loans the week after that. The payment schedule can be found on the financial aid homepage under the financial aid links. It says financial aid payments. Bank Mobile. Anything that you do not spend on campus, any leftover aid that you may have will be refunded to you later in the semester. Bank Mobile is a third-party servicer that we use for refund processing. All refunds go through Bank Mobile. Students will set up their refund process within MyTribe by clicking on Business Office, then update Bank Mobile refund settings. The best method to select is direct deposit to your checking or savings account. However, you can also have your refund directed to a card if you do not have a checking or savings account of your own. And that basically part of the financial aid.
Okay, well, that's a lot of information that you've given us, and I don't think people really understand how complicated the process is. However, we do have staff members that are available to help. So tell me, if we have a parent out there that really has some questions, can they make an appointment? I know we've been closed to the public, but how would they get in touch with the
Absolutely.
office?
If you want to make an appointment, you'll go to iccms.edu/appointments, and then you'll click on the financial aid tab, and then the dates and times are available out there under that appointment schedule.
So you can do it in person or online?
In person, online, or by phone.
Okay,
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, I've had some other questions from some parents that I would like to address. So tell me, when will the financial aid be processed and scholarship? When will that show up in a student's in their MyTribe account or on that ICC app that you mentioned?
You're talking about for payment for the
Fall.
2021 fall.
Correct.
We have not started uploading those, but students can, hopefully by July the 1st, that information will be out there. You can look under MyTribe. We'll be sending out emails if we're needing anything, like the verification that I mentioned. All of that will be out there by July 1st.
Okay, great. What about when do I have to pay my bill? I know I get that question from parents, like when is the bill due?
For fall, the date is August the 5th.
Great. So as long as they pay that, and just so parents know they're out there, what will happen is if that bill is not paid, then we typically will not count those students as present, and they would not be awarded any financial aid because they would not have attended classes. So it's very important that you reach that August the 5th date and pay those fees so we know that you are planning to go to school with us. The last question that I've gotten from a parent that I want to address in this segment is about ACT scholarships. So tell me, is that automatically awarded to a student's account, or do they still have to apply for scholarships?
Students still have to apply for the scholarship.
Okay. So they can do that at apply.iccms.edu. And of course, we would need to have the official ACT score on file so that we could award based on that. But it's not too late to apply for financial aid or scholarships. Obviously, the sooner the better. So if we have any parents and students out there that still need to apply for financial aid or scholarships, then we would like for you to get in touch with us through our appointments link that Tony talked about. If you have questions, feel free to reach out and call our offices, and we'll be happy to help you. So thank you for your time tonight, Tony. I'm glad that you were able to join us, and any parents or students out there that have questions, feel free to reach out to us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.